Duckwrth isn't just owning the title All-American Fuckboy. He's breaking it down, exposing the trauma behind it, and turning his flaws into one of the most emotional, honest albums of the year. Let's talk about it. What's good, everyone? How y'all doing out there? My name is Lighthouse, and you're now tuned into Everything Ain't For Everybody. All right? And today we're going to be discussing Duckwrth's All-American Fuckboy. That's right. That's a crazy title, right? I didn't know that it just meant, I don't know, I think some of my behavior in the past has been very fuckboyish, but I wouldn't say that about myself. But anyway, let's get into it. All right, y'all. Duckwrth has had a complicated relationship with women. The South LA genre bender has seen all sides of romance, and somewhere along the way, he ended up in the all too familiar, often denied role of the fuckboy. But rather than run from it, he's staring it down, unpacking it, and turning it into art. On All-American Fuckboy, which dropped April 2nd, Duckwrth delivers his rawest, most reflective work to date, and easily one of the most dynamic records in his catalog. Narrated by LaKeith Stanfield, the album plays like a sonic theater piece in 4 acts. It's chaotic, it's introspective, it's seductive, and painfully self-aware. The kind of emotional spiral many young men know, but few actually articulate, like myself. But I ain't no fuckboy. I'm still denying it, baby. I've been a fan of Duckwrth for years now. Last year, he has a song called 007. It's the Jersey mix. It was on constant replay for me. Like, I had it in my my 2024 playlist. That song is just a vibe. Every time I play it, everyone's like, "Oh, this is vibey," you know? And we like vibey around here, right? Naturally, when I connect with an artist's music on that level, I become somewhat of like a super fan. And I started following his social media, and I saw that earlier this year, he was beginning the rollout for this project. From the jump, the rollout for this project was next level. He's in costume. He has this blue leather on with the star in the back, you know, and that's like kind of like the motif of it. You know, it's like very rock star, but you're in the world of someone who's just, you know, unable to commit, if you will. Duckwrth didn't just promote the album, he built the world. The visual storytelling, the narrative cohesion, and the aesthetic, it all worked together to spark real excitement. And now that the album is here, it's absolutely worth the build-up. The songwriting is sharp, the sequencing is flawless, and the way Duckwrth immerses us in the mindset of the fuckboy without glorifying it is what really makes this record stand out. He doesn't just touch the surface, he lives in that perspective, and that commitment to concept is something I deeply relate to. It reminds me of my own creative process, especially on my album Heart Decisions, where I too was working through relationship trauma and trying to chart a new path towards healing and genuine connection. What I appreciate most is that Duckwrth isn't pretending to have it all figured out. Like me, the similarities that I draw from it, we're using the music as a space to fight the internal fight for love, growth, and becoming a better version of ourselves, right? And that level of honesty, that's what makes this project feel so real for me. I like the fact that I was too on a similar path, and I could totally relate to this. And it's like, I feel like, oh, there's someone else that's going through this shit. You know what I mean? I mean, naturally, there's a lot of people who could potentially be fuckboys, right? I don't like the word fuckboy because it kind of sounds like I would never, I don't even go into the whole pause thing of it, but you know, we're gonna pause every time we say that, but it's whatever. We're gonna keep it professional, whatever, right? So I really fuck with this project. Like, you know, I'm always saying I really fuck with this project. If I'm talking about it, I fucks with it, you know what I mean? Musically, the album is a wild genre hopping ride. 1 minute you're moshing through punk rock distortion, the next you're sliding into sensual R&B, then you're catching bars with the bounce or soaking in gospel chords. His LA roots are undeniable. There are hints of Frank Ocean's vulnerability, the edge of Zeppelin, and the experimentation of NERD, but all filtered through Duckwrth's unique lens. I'm really digging the song Whole Phase. Let's check it out.
I like that you ain't bougie. The backseat of my Jeep or the back row at the movies. You usually don't do this. 1, 2, 3, whoa! My friends told me you're in a whole phase. Funny thing is, I feel the same way. Does life take?
That's tough. That's tough. And it got a bridge on it. I love it. I love it. I love the composition of this song. Like, I'm just so happy that what we've been experiencing, like the whole like build up for this release, it culminates into a successful euphonic joyride that we all can appreciate. I hope you guys can appreciate this album. This could contend for a Grammy, I think. I think it's well done. It's the sequencing, the everything, perfect. There's a few more notable songs that are tough too, like LA Traffic, that's fire. And then I also like Pitbull featuring IDK, another scorcher. Both artists hold it down on this song. This isn't some sort of breakup album or a collection of toxic tales. It's a journal, a confession booth, and maybe even a self-help manual disguised as a playlist. In his own words, Duckwrth traces the origins of his fuckboyetry back to the breakdown of the black family unit, specifically his father's infidelity, and unpacks how that trauma shaped his own path. It's heavy, but it's also healing. When I think back, I know I can pinpoint when I just said, you know, fuck it, man. I'm just gonna like be out here and do my thing, you know what I mean? Not to make it super personal. I'm actually not gonna get personal. I'ma just say the component of this album that I can relate to, I understand what started me on a path of just not securing those connections. And I've secured connections. I've had successful relationships. You know, there's always a ceiling. I've worked through it to get to a point where when I do find the right situation, it's gonna be lit. We're gonna be doing it the right way, the fly way, all day, hey. All right, he doesn't dodge accountability either. Throughout the album and in interviews, he owns up to the wreckage he's caused, the women he hurt, the cycles he's repeated, and the guilt he's carried. And while he's still figuring things out, there's a clear sense of growth. This album marks a turning point, a man confronting his patterns, not just to be better for someone else, but to finally be better for himself. By the final act, there's hope. Not the corny everything's fixed kind, but the real hard-earned kind that comes from sitting in your own mess long enough to understand it. All American Fckboy doesn't offer easy answers, but it does open the door for a deeper conversation about masculinity, accountability, and emotional evolution. Duckwrth might not be done growing, but with this album, he's showing us what it looks like to truly begin the process. That's my time. Thank you for watching another episode of Everything for Everybody. But I hope after watching this, you can listen to this album and All American Fckboy is something that you would enjoy. You know what I mean? It might be for you, you know, and maybe you need to use this album as a healing point, fellas, you know, to not be fuckboys, you know what I mean? Oh man, this was fun. I love you guys. Thank you for all the support. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, follow me, hit the notification. I gotta get the assets and all that shit to make it look jiggy and all that. So, you know, I could just activate that and y'all know exactly what to do. Y'all gotta hit that bell for the notification. So whenever I drop a new video, y'all are informed and you know, we just gonna keep this thing going, you know what I'm saying? So until next time, peace.